Police calling this, as you heard, a targeted attack, The name of the victim has not been released. And again, this is just one crime scene here this evening. We are also live off of Dragoon Trail, a very active scene where Sarah Revest is, where they believe they have spotted the suspect's vehicle. In fact, a lot of the officials that were here just about an hour ago are now where Sarah is, and that is where we expect that live press conference to unfold around 5:45 with the very latest information on what is happening there. We will continue to track the very latest live during this 90 minutes of news. For now, we're going to send it back to our studios. Colleen? The latest is still a very active scene. I want to take you in here for a closer look. You can see St. Joseph County deputies and Metro Homicide still here outside of this complex of medical offices. This specific parking lot is the St. Joseph Rehab Institute, where this deadly shooting happened around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Since I've been out here, several people have drove by. Only part of this complex, as you can see, is actually blocked off to the public. One lady rolling down a window, saying that she believes she knows the person who died today, was very upset and crying. Again, that victim's name has not been released yet, but a lot of people speculating who it is on social media. As I got here around 3:45 this afternoon, the county coroner for St. Joseph County was just getting ready to brief the media, so I was able to talk to him for a moment. He did confirm to me that a man was found dead here at the St. Joseph Regional Medical Complex off Elm Road in Mishawaka shortly after 1 this afternoon. We also learned from the coroner that an autopsy is scheduled for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. That autopsy will take place in Kalamazoo. And Mike shocked all of us by revealing that the victim here today is a personal friend of his, a personal friend of the county coroner. And the coroner went on to say that it really surprises him every time that something tragic like this happens in our community.
Senseless thing that has to happen. We have a good community, we have a great community, but to have something like this happen is just beyond all of us.
That was Mike McGann, the coroner for St. Joseph County. Mike, unable to release any more specifics at this time, referring us to Metro Homicide. Metro Homicide leading the investigation on this deadly shooting. As we first told you, officials are waiting to notify family before they release the name of the victim. We are hoping to learn that information at the next press conference. That press conference we will take live around 5:45. I want to send it over now to ABC 57's Sarah Vest. This is one crime scene here this evening. Another crime scene in Mishawaka off of Dragoon Trail, where officials believe that they found the suspect's vehicle. Sarah?
Yeah, Brian, police are investigating a
conference is just getting underway with all new information. Again, as we've told you, two crime scenes, one here where the deadly shooting happened in Mishawaka, the other where police believe they found the suspect's vehicle off Dragoon Trail. Let's listen in now to Metro Homicide Commander Tim Corbett for the very latest from Metro Homicide.
A shooting. I gave you that information earlier when they arrived.
Again, as we've told you, two crime scenes, one here where the deadly shooting happened in Mishawaka, the other where police believe they found the suspect's vehicle off Dragoon Trail. Let's listen in now to Metro Homicide Commander Tim Corbett for the very latest from Metro Homicide.
A shooting. I gave you that information earlier when they arrived.
All right, we were just listening there live for the very latest from Metro Homicide Commander Tim Corbett, releasing a lot of new information there. And again, if you are just joining us, want to recap here, a deadly shooting unfolding around 1 o'clock this afternoon at St. Joseph Regional Medical Center off of Elm Road in Mishawaka. The victim now identified for the very first time from officials as Dr. Todd Graham. Dr. Todd Graham shot and killed here around 1 o'clock this afternoon. That name given to us earlier this afternoon, of course, we held that until we heard from officials for confirmation, of course, out of respect for the family. A tow truck here on the scene right now, presumably here to take away Dr. Graham's vehicle. You can see that tow truck as well as an SUV on the back of it. We do not know officially if that is Dr. Graham's vehicle or perhaps that's a vehicle that may have been shot and has been here for being taken in possibly as evidence. We have learned the suspect committed suicide at a friend's house nearby, not too far from here in Mishawaka off Dragoon Trail. Again, all of this is new information that we are just getting in, that we heard from that press conference from St. Joseph County Commander Tim Corbett with Metro Homicide. So again, all new information. Again, the victim here, Dr. Todd Graham, a physician, a medical doctor at St. Joseph Rehabilitation Institute, shot and killed here outside of the medical office this afternoon. The suspect has died, has taken his life. We have a lot more for you just ahead on ABC 57 News at 6 as we continue our live team coverage. Colleen?
Brian, we continue to follow the breaking news. We are getting our first look right now at the victim.
Colleen, there is a lot of new information. We heard it live here on ABC 57. Commander Tim Corbett with Metro Homicide walking through the very latest details. We've heard from him now twice, and in this last press conference revealing the identity of the victim here, Dr. Todd Graham, shot and killed around 1 o'clock this afternoon in this parking lot at St. Joseph Rehabilitation Institute. Here at 6 o'clock, still an active scene, but much, much less than we saw earlier. But you can still see this parking lot blocked off. There's crime scene tape up, and Metro Homicide's crime unit still on the scene. We are also learning from South Bend Orthopedics, from an official there, that all campuses in South Bend and Mishawaka closed tomorrow. All South Bend Orthopedics locations closed tomorrow. We have continued live team coverage. We have brought you live team coverage since 5 o'clock. We were the first to break in this afternoon with these details. Sarah Vest, Jess Arnold, Torian Small, all standing by, all covering different angles of this tragedy that unfolded here earlier today as Dr. Todd Graham was gunned office. We begin with ABC 57's Jess Arnold. She is live at Metro Homicide downtown South Bend with the latest details. All right, Jess Arnold live for us at Metro Homicide downtown South Bend. Jess, thank you. Again, 56-year-old Todd Graham. Todd Graham, the victim here, Dr. Todd Graham, gunned down around 1 o'clock this afternoon. And we've had several people drive by here taking a look at the scene. One person rolled down the window and was in tears, telling us that she, too, knew Todd Graham and was very, very upset, as so many people are, learning this news here at 6 o'clock as officials now confirm the victim. As Jess mentioned, there is a second crime scene. I am at one location off Elm Road. This is where the shooting happened. ABC 57's Sarah Vest, she is live off Dragoon Trail, also in Mishawaka, not too far away from here, where the suspected shooter left this area, went to a friend's house where he committed suicide. Sarah has new information now from that crime scene. Palmer Funeral Home also on the scene there where Sarah was. I can confirm that Palmer Funeral Home was also here, presumably taking away Dr. Todd Graham's body about an hour and a half ago at this point. ABC 57's Torian Small also here are live at the scene outside of these medical buildings where all of this unfolded, this deadly shooting around 1 o'clock this afternoon. And Torian, you actually talked with several people who heard those gunshots go off. Obviously, the big question here tonight, many of our questions answered in that last press conference, but we all want to know what led up to this. What was the motive? We know there was a confrontation earlier today. We also heard from Metro Homicide that this is a situation that has, over time, perhaps been building. The specifics of that, of course, not being released as this investigation is still in its infancy stages. But, of course, we all want to know what was the motive. That is the big question here still at 6 o'clock. We will continue to track down the very latest information on this investigation. We also, so many of you want to know who was 56-year-old Dr. Todd Graham. We'll have much more on his career coming up tonight on ABC 57 News at 10 and 11. For now, that is the very latest here live at the scene of this deadly shooting in Mishawaka. I'm Brian Dorman. Colleen, back to you.